Hey guys, so in this video, we're going to talk about one of Utah's most fastest growing and, believe it or not, windiest cities to live in. We're going to give you all the dirt on Roy, Utah. We're going to talk about, is it a good place to live? Is it good for families, singles, etc.?
Yeah, stay tuned because we're going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and everything you need to know if you're looking to move to Roy. These are your top 5 pros and cons of living in Roy, Utah. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing in northern Utah and cities just like Roy, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in northern Utah.
Now, we are Sloan and Kim Peterson with the Peterson Group. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to northern Utah, and we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below so we can help you make a smooth move to northern Utah. Let's go ahead and get at it.
All right, so let's start with the cons. For me, con number 1 has to be how windy Roy is. I mean, a lot of cities are getting oddly windy in Utah, but it's kind of crazy in Roy.
Yeah, so actually when we filmed our Roy vlog, which you can find out just right here, we had to refilm part of it because of how windy it was. It was super crazy that day.
All right, so con number 2 is cost of living. According to Dwellix.com, the cost of living in Roy is actually on the high end, even though comparing it to other Utah cities, it ranked as moderate in comparison. So I just think taking note of that depending on where you're moving from.
Yeah, so the median to live in Roy is higher when in comparison to other U.S. cities. Of course, if you are from out of state, we help people all the time analyze the cost of living. So just email or shoot us a text or whatever your best means of mode is. We always have our information in the description box and we would love to help you out.
So con number 3, weather. Again, Utah gets cold, and according to Dwellix.com, typically Roy sees temperatures below 50 degrees for 209 days out of the year. That means more than half of the year, it's below 50 degrees. So if you are someone who loves warm weather, Roy might not be the place for you.
Right, it brings us to con number 4. So there's really no downtown in Roy. So while Roy does have shopping and dining options available, there really isn't a dedicated downtown area in the Roy area. The shopping and dining is mostly spread out. So if you are looking for a place to kind of park and walk, that's not really going to be available in the Roy area.
Yeah, they don't really have like a 25th Street or some sort of dedicated space. So that's a great point.
Yeah, for sure.
That brings us to the last con number 5. In terms of schools, Roy ranks at a 58th percentile out of a possible 100. But according to Citytistics, this is still considered pretty good on a state and national average. And it's still above average, actually. So that being said, let's hop into the pros of living in Roy.
All right, so pro number 1 is going to be great occupation diversity. This is true for a lot of Utah, but in Roy, you've got more of the office type jobs, and we're really close to Hill Air Force Base. You've also got a lot of factory work for high school students, and job opportunities if you have little to no higher education. So it's a great place in terms of job opportunities.
Absolutely, a lot of diversity there. So pro number 2 is actually crime statistics. According to Citytistics, Roy ranks at an A- in terms of crime stats. The crime rate is relatively low compared to other cities of its same size.
And pro number 3 is going to be it's really family friendly. So in terms of having family activities, Roy is one of the best cities for that. Like we talked about in one of our other Roy vlog tour videos, there's always activities going on in the various city centers that are geared towards families specifically.
Absolutely, totally family friendly here in Roy. Pro number 4 is that it's gonna be kind of funny from pro number 3, but that it's great for singles and families. So according to Dwellix, Roy is 55.1% married couples and 44.9% singles. So it's actually a really even mix in terms of lifestyle.
And that brings us to pro number 5, which is traffic. So while Roy is a growing city and traffic's getting a little bit heavier as it does when cities grow, Roy is still considered low in traffic on a national scale, according to niche.com. In terms of cities and size, Roy still doesn't really have much traffic as compared to some of those other cities that are around us.
And that's it. Those are the pros and cons of living in Roy, Utah. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Picking where you'll call home is an important decision, and we would love to help you make that smooth transition to cities like Roy, Utah.
Yes, for sure. So if you're looking to purchase in the Northern Utah area, we'd love to help you out. So just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Until then, we're keeping it real estate.